Bowers Game Corner presents Gencon Video Bonanza 2015. Brought to you by Gatekeeper Games, makers of The King's Armory, Thunder Track, the new sequel to Turbo Rally Card Racing, and the generous support of our Kickstarter backers.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back here today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza explosion, blowout, fantastic, stupendous coverage, all that good stuff. And be sure to check out our awesome sponsors down below. We are live at Gen Con 2015 at God knows what time. We just got out of the AEG Big Game Night, which if you don't know what that is, check it out. We did a video on it before, but it is essentially a $44 ticket. It is the hottest ticket at Gen Con, arguably, aside from, like celebrity stuff like that. But $44 gets you 3-4 hours of gaming, learning all of AEG's games that you want to play. They had a huge library. They have tons and tons and tons of volunteers there to teach you how to play the game. That is their only goal, is to be there and teach you how to play the game until they lose their voice, and many of them were. So $44, still very expensive, but you get this big swag bag as well. It used to be box, now it is a bag, so now I have this commemorative bag. We're going to go into this bag. I will show you what is inside, and then I will give my thoughts on what is inside. So first and foremost, we have a trains board. And the trains board is going to be, one side is the Bay Area. And you may notice that it has some different things right here, which I'm excited to explore. There are Bay Area bridges, which bridges, really unique concept. I'm excited to play with this. And honestly, I own Trains. I have not played my copy of Trains in months, and this will probably make my copy of Trains hit the table. So hopefully this is something that's good. I haven't played it since I think I played the 2-player map that they gave out last year. So that's a pretty decent start if you have Trains, which I do have Trains. So there you go. We're 1 for 1. Continuing onward, we have our obligatory Munchkin and our obligatory Love Letter, which they mashed together for Munchkin Love Letter. I already own a copy of Love Letter. I enjoy Love Letter. It's gonna be one of those games that I never ever get rid of because it's super simple. I can teach it to the kids that I volunteer with, and I just don't like the theme of Love Letter. But I've never felt the need to go out and purchase a new copy of Love Letter because that seems preposterous. Just because, oh, this one's got a Batman theme, I'm gonna pay $15. No, I'm not like that. We're not doing that. But if you give me Munchkin Love Letter, I'm going to keep this and get rid of the old Love Letter, even though this bag is not as nice as the other one, even though it's got the cool and grain. So Munchkin Love Letter, if you don't have Love Letter, this is a great one. If you do, maybe you replace it if you don't like the Love Letter theme. So this one for me, I will give it a tentative 2 for 2. So we're 2 for 2 right now. This is good. $44 good? No, not $44 good, but let's keep seeing what we get here. Next, we have Seventh Hero from AEG, and I actually have played this one twice. I enjoyed this one. This was actually one of the games they released last year, and I like this one because it's 7 players. It's 3 to 5 players, 30-minute time length, and I enjoy this one. So this one is another hit for me. I don't own this game. This is one of those games that I probably would never go out of my way to purchase because I just don't think about it that much. But now that I have it, I know I'm probably not going to get rid of it because I do enjoy this game. And plus, it plays in 30 minutes, which is always a good thing. So Seventh Hero, for me personally, I am batting 3 for 3. I'm still excited. Do I feel like I've got my $44 worth? Not quite yet. So let's see what else we got in here. We have 2 more things in here, one of which is missing. Fantastic. Get me your Lost Legacy in your bag real quick. But we'll get to the big star of the show. This is the one that's supposed to make up your money, and that is Junta. And my camera guy, he is Spanish, so he really is bugged by the fact that I'm calling it Junta, because this is a J, not an H. Yes, I know it's Junta. I actually did know it was Junta. So it is Junta, which I believe was an old game. They redone it. It is 120 minutes, 2 to 7 players. That's pretty cool. And this is really the big star of the show here. So this is pretty much going to tell you if it was worth your money. Since I've never played, I can't really decide on this one. They did the same thing last year. They had a really nice supporting cast, which I feel like this is a nice supporting cast. And then they had one big game. Last year it was Doomtown Reloaded. This year it is Junta. And they also, you can't really see it, but it's actually raised, engraved. Cool. Woo! So yes. Does this make the $44 worth it? Oh, we have one more thing I forgot, which is they give you an expansion / standalone / I'm not really sure to Lost Legacy. I also own Lost Legacy. I enjoy it. It's one of those ones that I probably wouldn't go out of my way to get an expansion for, so this is another really strong supporting cast. And I also checked out last year's AEG Big Game Night box, and I feel like that is the case. So it's a strong supporting cast if you're considering doing this. It's a good experience. You'll get to play new AEG games, old AEG games, learn those games, especially maybe you have some games and you haven't played them. It's a great way to learn them. So yes, for me personally, it is worth the money. It's a fun experience, but it's all really going to depend on whatever it is, the big game that they put in there for that year. And I think if we went back in the annals of history, we'd probably find out that there normally is that, where there's a good supporting cast, but it all is indicative on the big game. So Junta, probably expect to see a review of this, God knows when. I got so many games to review now after Gen Con. But yes, it looks pretty cool. So that is the AEG Big Game Night. I would recommend it, especially if you're looking to broaden your collection, which if you're watching this video, you probably are. So that was my thoughts on the AEG Big Game for 2015. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and in the comments below. Let me know if I would not have corrected it. Would you call this game Junta? Yes, of course you would. Who the hell wouldn't? What's Junta? Doesn't make any sense. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
Bowers Game Corner presents Gencon Video Bonanza 2015. Brought to you by Gatekeeper Games, makers of the King's Armory, Thunder Track, the new sequel to Turbo Rally Kart Racing, and the generosity of these great companies. They support us, go support them.